So already previous I said already the circulatory system consists three parts. The circulatory system consists three parts. One is the heart, one is the heart, and another one is the blood, another is the blood, and third one blood vessels, blood vessels, blood vessels. So heart, blood, blood vessels, three parts. Circulatory system consists of three parts: heart, blood, blood vessels. Now here, this question: how many blood vessels are attached to the heart? So to the heart, how many blood vessels? Now let us take. So there will be three caval veins open into three caval veins. CV means caval veins. Three caval veins opens into right auricle. So, okay. And another the pulmonary artery goes from heart to lungs. This is one blood vessel, pulmonary artery, which carry the DOB. Whereas systemic artery, which carry blood to body parts. Systemic artery. Systemic artery, also called aorta. It is the biggest blood vessel. AORTA. 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 This one carry the OB from heart to body parts. So these are the blood vessels which are attached to the heart. Three caval veins, one pulmonary artery, one systemic artery, and also another one from lungs to left auricle, that is pulmonary vein, also attached. Pulmonary vein, pulmonary vein. Or all the blood vessels are rigid? How many of them are rigid? So arteries walls are thick. Later we will go to discuss. Does the rigidity of blood vessel have anything to do with circulation? Yes, the rigidity is help to move forward the blood far places due to pressure. So now here let us arteries are the blood vessels which originate from the heart and supply blood to various organs in the body. Already I said arteries have thick walls. The largest artery is aorta. This one is very important in examination level. Artery or aorta. It is biggest, also called systemic artery. Aorta, also called systemic artery, which is the biggest blood vessel in the body, which carry blood from heart to body parts. Heart to body parts. And they're somewhat different. All arteries carry the all arteries carry the OB. All arteries carry the OB means oxygenated blood to the body parts, but except pulmonary artery carry the DOB, deoxygenated blood from heart to lungs, from heart to lungs, from heart to lungs. So all arteries carry oxygenated blood from heart to body parts, but except pulmonary artery, very important. This one, pulmonary artery, which have the special artery which moves from heart to lungs, which carry the DOB from heart to lungs, deoxygenated blood from where to where? From heart to lungs, heart to lungs. And they have arteries have thick walls and less lumen. Next, veins. Veins are the blood vessels which bring blood from body parts to the heart. Veins have relatively thin walls. The vein which at the anterior end of the right side of the heart is superior vena cava, which collects blood from anterior parts, head and neck. The vein which brings blood from the posterior parts of the body, hands and legs, is the inferior vena cava. So already I said previous, the two arteria, the two ventricles means arteria means auricles. The two ventricles are separated each other by muscular portion called septa. Already I said all the chambers are separated by a special muscular partition. Special muscular partition is called a septum. And also between auricles, once again, atria means auricles. Auricle between auricles and ventricles, there will be a valves are present. Now here already previous we discussed valves. The valve present between right auricle and right ventricular septum is called tricuspid valve. It allows blood to flow from right auricle to right ventricle, and there is a another valve present between left auricle, left ventricle is called bicuspid valve or mitral valve, which allow blood to flow from right to left auricle to left ventricle, and also pulmonary valves. Pulmonary valves present at the mouth of the pulmonary artery. They allow blood to flow from right ventricle to lungs. Whereas systemic valves present in the systemic artery of mouth, which allow blood to flow from left ventricle to the body parts. So already I said the right auricle, right ventricle have DOB, deoxygenated blood, whereas left auricle, left ventricle have OB, oxygenated blood. So aorta is nothing but systemic artery arises from the upper part of the left ventricle. It supplies oxygen blood to the body parts. From the upper part, right ventricle, pulmonary artery arises and supply deoxygen blood to the lungs. After careful examination, we can observe valves in the pulmonary artery and aorta as well as. So blood vessels and circulation. So it is important blood vessels circulation. Already I said the circulatory system consists of three parts: heart to blood, blood vessels. Now previous in ninth class we studied about detail blood about. So now we are studying blood vessels. So blood vessels broadly divided into two types. One type is veins, another type is artery. Veins always carry the DOB. Veins always carry the DOB from body parts to BP to body parts to heart. Whereas arteries carry the OB from heart to OB from heart to body parts. Heart to body parts. Here all veins carry DOB except pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carry the OB from lungs to heart. All arteries carry the OB except pulmonary artery, which carry the DOB from heart to lungs. And it was not 16th century that so Italian Girolamo Fabrici, Girolamo Fabrici was studying the veins in the leg. He noticed that they had small valves in them that permitted blood to flow towards the heart. These were one-way valves that checked backflow of blood. Movement of leg muscles helps in the movement of blood through the veins. So already I said valves carry the DOB from body parts to heart. Well, only valves inside that veins. So vein blood vessels have inside valves. These valves allow blood to flow only one direction, not another direction. That is the specialty of veins. So through the veins, blood flow only one direction because of presence of valves. So between when we compare between two types of blood vessels, arteries and veins, in which type of blood vessel valves are present means veins. Veins have valves. Veins have Veins have valves which allow blood to flow only one direction only because of they are carrying DOB. So when we compare, so everyone throughout the blood leaving left ventricle always moved away from the heart, for which Fabrici paid no attention. He missed the importance of his own discovery. So he not discovered where the blood purification and further information. He only identified that blood is from left to ventricle to carrying to different body parts, he said. But how the blood purify, in where blood purify, he not detailed given information, so that we missed that information. And another scientist came forward, William Harvey. He is important. Why? Because he discovered the circulation. William Harvey. He is an English doctor. He is an English doctor. Went to Italy for further education under Fabrici. Harvey dissected heart of dead people and studied the valves between each atrium and its ventricle. He noticed that they were one-way valves. So he observed between right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle, left ventricle. Means once you can see that heart and here valves between right auricle, right. So this is the right auricle. This is the right ventricle. This is the left auricle, left ventricle. So here you can see that three kinds of valves are there. Hence, three valves, tricuspid valve. So these valves duty is allow only blood to flow only one direction. Let us take blue color. Why? Because blue color is indicate that DOB. So these three valves, this valve name was tricuspid valve. These valves, the duty is to allow blood to flow only one direction, that is from right auricle to right ventricle, right auricle to right ventricle. He concluded that valves allow only one direction. Similarly, between left auricle and left ventricle, there will be a bicuspid valve present. This is also allow blood to flow from only one direction, left auricle to left ventricle, that is DOB. And also Harvey began that thinking the valves. His teacher Fabrici had discovered in the leg veins they were one way and they forced the blood to move toward the heart. Because of they are having valves, they allow only one way and also towards the heart. They send blood towards the heart. And he checked that by tying off and blocking different veins in the animals, he found that veins always bulged on the side of the block away from the heart. So this sentence meaning, so for example, this is the heart. Now vein is carrying towards the heart blood. So DOB. When we block here, when we block here, the blood is coming from body parts. Here, while filling, it will be bulged towards the body parts. From heart to body parts, the blood vessel will be swell. So he observed that. So block away from the heart, as though the blood was trying to flow toward the heart. This was true of all veins. So for this experiment, we conclude that blood in the veins coming from body parts to heart. Next, in the artery, imagine another diagram. You have to artery, the blood indicate that red color. Let us take. So now arteries carry the OB from heart to body parts. When we block here, so now the arteries will be bulged or blocked from body parts to towards the heart. The blocking starts from body parts to towards the heart. That he concluded. When he trying to so flow from the heart, they could not move in the other direction. So veins bulged towards the body parts, arteries bulged towards the heart. That because of arteries carry from heart to body parts, OB. So Harvey now saw that was happening. The heart pushed blood into the arteries. The blood returned by way the veins. He concluded finally, heart send blood through the arteries and veins carry blood from body parts to heart. He did this for the both ventricles. The blood had double circulation, starting from the right ventricle, blood left by the arteries to the lungs, returned by way of veins to the left atrium. This is known as pulmonary circulation. So he concluded that in human heart double circulation, heart when you take. So first of all, the which is coming body parts, the DOB, right ventricle to goes to lungs. He started from lungs to left to auricle, left ventricle to left auricle to left ventricle, arteries. Again return to through the veins. So what is pulmonary circulation means? So right ventricle to blood left by way of artery, pulmonary artery to the lung, lungs to return by veins to the left atrium. So now I will explain double circular pulmonary circulation according to him. So the blood present in the right ventricle goes to the lungs by the pulmonary artery. So where the in the lungs blood is purified and the oxygenated blood is comes towards the pulmonary vein into the left auricle. So here for purification, heart sending blood DOB to the lungs. That is the reason the human heart is called pulmonary heart. That circulation is called pulmonary circulation. Why? Because heart sending for purification blood to the lungs, where DOB is converted into OB. So this OB is carried by the pulmonary vein from lungs to left to auricle. Because of then from there it flowed into the left ventricle. మరి ఇక్కడ నుంచి నెక్స్ట్ వే చూసుకుంటే let us see that. Sorry. Another year systemic circulation is said. So systemic circulation means here When the blood is received from the left ventricle, then this OB goes to the systemic artery. Then this systemic artery from left ventricle blood goes to the systemic artery which carry the okay. So from systemic artery through the body parts it goes. Again from the body parts returned by the veins into the right auricle and then right ventricle. So this is known as a systemic circulation. So as blood reaches the heart two times through the pulmonary cycle, again through the systemic cycle. So it is called double circuit circulation. Double circulation. So this is important in examination level. Harvey also proved that statement of wrong, which state that the blood flowing out of the heart was used up in the body and new blood was formed. He measured how much blood the heart pumped in one contraction and relaxation, also counted the number of contractions per minute. He found that in 1 hour, the heart pumped out a quantity of blood that was 3 times the weight of man. For example, if a normal person having 70 weight, so it is more than 3 times, means 21 times it will send in 1 hour. So the body could not use up blood and form new blood at such a rate. So the same blood had to circulate, be used over and again. So Harvey still had some problem. The arteries and veins that could be seen had to be connected by vessels too small to see where they are really. So in the 1650, scientists had learned to put lenses together in a such way that objects too small to see which naked eye could be magnified, made visible. So here another scientist, Marcello Malpizzi, used microscope to see tiny blood vessels that were invisible with naked eye. Later, Malpighi studied the wings of bats. He could see the blood vessels in thin membranes under the microscope. He could see that smallest arteries, veins were connected by very fine blood vessels are called hair-like projections are called capillaries.